My name is Gillian. With the kind of news we see on the internet these days, I must say, it is really difficult to be a parent. But now, it looks like with the two genders, one is even more difficult. What I mean to say is, it looks like the female gender, having female children, is more challenging than having a male child. Yes, because nowadays the news you see on the internet, on social media, in the news about our girl children are not just the best of news. But I feel that, be it as it may, whatever has happened, we must spread sensitization. We must inform our girls. We must inform our children so that they would not fall prey. They will not be victims of stuff that is already happening or that has been happening or that is the order of the day. Please, being a parent, I understand, is already very challenging, but I think, or I am beginning to see, that being a parent of a girl child is even more difficult, because it has a lot to do with challenges. You start protecting that child from a young age. You continue to protect them into their adolescence and even into adulthood. You don't give up on these children because they are like, I don't know what to say, liabilities or what. The moment you take away an eye, you stand to lose that child, or something bad really happens to that child. Now, there is this news that has been flooding the internet since last week. When I saw the news, I was devastated. I didn't feel good about it at all. I began to reflect, because it is not the first time. This thing has been happening. It has been recurrent lately in the world. But it seems people don't learn. Girls in particular don't learn from the stories they hear. Maybe they really want to be victims before they understand. But in most cases, before they become victims or before they learn from the situation, they are gone. So now it is left for adults, for parents, or people who really understand issues like this, to continue sensitizing these children so that they can better understand the dangers of the kind of life they live. Like I earlier mentioned, this one happened in Bamenda, wherein a young girl of say 17 years, the story has two versions on the internet. The first version says that this girl, she's sitting for her advanced level, so she's still in high school. And the second version holds that it's a university student who goes to school somewhere in Bamenda. Now, the thing is, we've been watching this thing on the news, we've been seeing it, make friends with people that you know them, understand people, know them well. You meet people on the internet, you exchange numbers, the next thing you go visiting them, maybe without the knowledge of your family members, without the knowledge of your friend. This is not a decent behavior for young girls. I don't want to overemphasize or, blame parents on this issue, because sometimes the parents are not even aware. They are not aware of the kind of friends the children keep. Now, the story goes that there's this guy who is, I don't know, Yahoo guy, in Cameroon. It's called scammer. That this guy, the story goes like this, that there is this guy who is allegedly working online, doing online stuff. I don't want to mention the kind of things here because of community guidelines, but you understand. And he makes a lot of money from his online gig. Of course, it is illegal, it is not legal. And he met the young girl on the internet. They became friends, they exchanged numbers. He started calling her up, sending her money, enticing her, showing her the kind of life that she desires to live, that she wants to live. And from time to time, he would invite her over. So on one such occasions, I don't know if her parents were aware or not, but this guy happened to invite her over to his place. And this time around, it wasn't like the usual. You know, she went there. According to reports that are official, I am going to post the video here so that you can listen, you can hear it for yourself. According to the reports, it says that this guy violated her first. After violating her, he proceeded to taking away her life. And after taking away her life, he then went on to harvest certain vital organs on her body. As if that was not enough, he now placed the body in his home. With the kind of business he does, he really has money to throw around. So maybe setting up everything ablaze, including the body, wasn't a thing for him. But eventually that is what he did, according to reports. He put everything together and then pour gasoline on it and then set it ablaze, including the body of the girl. So when the fire was blazing like heavily, he ran out. He got burnt to some extent too, but when he ran out, he never made any alerts as in there is someone still inside the house, or someone inside the house needs help or something. I don't know what really transpired. You know, something that you just got on the internet, I'm just narrating it just like you can see on the video. Now, you have heard and seen from the report. I don't know what to say about this. I don't understand how can someone be so mean, so wicked, so heartless to have been able to perpetrate such an action on another human being. You could imagine the kind of pain that went down. You can imagine the kind of frustration, no one to help her. You can imagine everything that was going on through her mind when everything happened to her. Now, it's not like this is new to our community. We see these things on the news every other day. We see it on the internet every other day. They post it on social media. Be careful with the kind of people you meet. Be careful with the kind of friends you make online. Do not go to or attend any convocations or any calls or any invitations anywhere without letting a friend or two or a family member know. Nobody was aware of her whereabouts. Nobody knew that she had gone to see this guy in question. Now, the first thing I want us to learn from a situation like this, it is very important to know what your spouse or your fiancé or your fiancé, your girlfriend or your boyfriend does for a living. It speaks volumes. It speaks a lot when you get to know these things. Imagine she knew and then she still went through with the relationship. That one is something else. But in most cases, some of these girls do not even know what the man in their life is doing. Just because he's able to provide and give them the kind of life, aka the baby girl life that they want, they're good to go. Why would you sacrifice everything, sacrifice yourself, give yourself up to be a specimen for an experiment you will not be able to explain later? It is random today. It's not like it is new. It is random. Everywhere you hear these things happening every day. But girls of today, they never get to learn. At 17, you even have courage to leave home, go somewhere without letting any member of your family know, without letting any friend know. I don't understand. You do not even know the kind of job a man you claim to have in your life is doing, but you enjoy the money. Now that you have become the prize, now that you have become that scapegoat, who is to blame? Your poor parents. At 17, they are losing you. What will be of their life? Are they going to be happy? You don't think about that. So the first lesson, like I mentioned, that we should draw from this story is to know the kind of things the people in your life, they do for a living. The second thing I want us to learn from this story It is not advisable to make moves like traveling to another town, going to see someone you met on the internet, maybe some person you're still getting to know, without letting your family members know, without letting a friend or two know. Being over secretive sometimes it's not necessary. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. You should be able to tell people where you're going to, let people know your whereabouts, so that in a case like this, they will know where to begin from. They will know where to start from. You don't just go because you feel that you are mature. Remember that no one has monopoly of knowledge in this world. No one has monopoly of knowledge. If only we could understand these things, we would not find ourselves in situations like this. Now, the third thing I want us to draw from this very story: parents, especially mothers, big sisters, aunties, could you try to educate your younger ones at home, your children at home? Educate them on the dangers of things like this. Educate them. You never can tell. I am telling you, you never can tell what befalls a child out of her house. Educate them. Let them know the importance of not starting certain things at certain ages, of not telling people certain things and then just move into it. Already the deed has been done and a loss has been registered. The least we can do at this point in time is just to make amends. And what are the amends? Sensitization. Can we just sensitize our girls at home, our younger ones at home? Can we just teach them the right things to do? The fourth and final thing I'd like to draw from this video: we don't need to leave these children make decisions for themselves. Sometimes we can caution them, we can stop them, we can investigate to know what they are going through. We don't assume things, we find out things for ourselves. They don't just tell us things and then we accept them. What they say, do a little bit of investigation. What they want to do, if you see that it's not right, you can stop them. You can stop them. Our girls are slowly but steadily becoming endangered species. If you want to keep blaming them, some of them do these things out of ignorance, so you could not continue to blame them like all the time. But why was she there in the first place? Why did she go there in the first place? These children are still naive. They are still naive. They don't know what they are doing. So many of them in 10 years, in 20 years, they will regret the actions they did today. So please, as a community, people, can we just sensitize, guard, protect our girls? It looks like I earlier mentioned, it looks like it is more challenging every day to be the parent of a girl child than a boy child. In as much as being a parent in general is so demanding. Now, I want you to watch what the accused is trying to say. I don't give a hoot about what he's saying because the damage is already done. I just need you to watch what he's saying and then I'll come.
So when you came out, did you even try to even check what is happening to that lady?
When I came out, I was not that when I was shocked.
But you didn't let the people telling that there were two of you in the house.
Did you inform people that there was somebody in the house?
No be witchcraft be that. No be witchcraft be that. They asked him, why didn't you tell the people that there's someone inside the house? Did you tell them that there's someone still inside the house? He's now struggling to give a narrative that you would not believe. That the fire, he ran out of the fire, he even got burnt in the fire. Who set the fire off? After autopsy and investigation, it was revealed that this little girl was molested, violated, and then vital parts of her organs were harvested. It was out of severe beatings meted on this guy that he now accepted and revealed the truth. That was after the video he did. That was after that video. Now he accepted, and that he's in possession of the body parts of the girl that are missing from her body. So it was a premeditated action. It's not like something that he meant what he wanted to do. So I already gave you points that you should look out for. To reiterate, the children are naive. They don't know what they are doing. Many actions they do today, they will regret it tomorrow. Teach them, continue to teach them, continue to protect them. Tell them every day. Remind them, sensitize them of things like this. Now, the guy has been charged to court. The matter is in court right now, and there was a hearing yesterday, so you can see it in the video above. Now, as you have seen in the video, he's been charged to court. The damage has been done. My condolences to the bereaved family. And at this point in time, we can only wish and hope for justice to be served, for justice to be given. Do not relent your efforts on sensitizing your children, I emphasize. These things will not stop. They happen every day, in every country, all over the world. You don't meet people on the internet and then you trust them and then you go to places with them without letting your family know. I think some of our influencers should take or carry this topic for a while so that we keep understanding. Teach your children contentment, because a girl who is contented will not behave in this way. Also, do not forget that children are naive. They don't know what they are doing. You can't continue to blame them all the time. They are still children. 17 is a child. Even the law protects them. The law protects them. They are still children. They are not yet adults. Without which, if you have any comments, leave them at the comment section. And see you on my next video. Always like and share my videos. Thank you. Bye.